I'll make a motion to accept the vouchers.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, as you're signing that, next on our agenda is our road report. If anyone was down Lincoln Drive today, American Asphalt started driving the stakes in, get that process started. We're gonna have myself and Matt and Mike, Ryan King, we're gonna do road inspections tomorrow. We're gonna start the process. I don't know if we'll get it done tomorrow. That's gonna start tomorrow.
What's your inspection process, Tony?
You know what? I have to leave that up to, did you do it last year?
Yeah, there's a sheet, with all of the roads in the township are listed on there. So we rate the road 5 to 1. And then, the last 2 years, Mike has been taking the notes, like if there's a culvert that needs to be replaced, he'll mark that on the sheet. If there's a road that's really bad, needs, crack filling, he'll mark that on the sheet. And then we take what we have in the budget and, do what we can. You know, we'll replace the culverts, do the crack filling with the money that we have in the budget. So tomorrow we'll figure out where the work is needed the most. And then go from there.
I know you said something about American Asphalt, like pounding stakes or something.
Lincoln Drive.
Lincoln Drive, they were the low bid winner.
Yeah.
Have that.
When do they plan on paving?
It's at least a month off.
Okay.
I talked to them.
I was Rick and Frost yesterday.
Right, they're still,
Not even in the road, in the woods.
right, they're still frost, but they have to wait for a pit to open up, get stuff set up, road limits come off.
Yeah.
Can't even start that process. I did talk to them today. And I just so people are aware that, and as long as we're talking about Lincoln Drive, I received the permit from the state of Wisconsin to cut the trees off the state right away on corner of Lincoln Drive and US 51. Because the state right away is quite wide on Lincoln Drive and all those pine trees that keep the road shaded. So we have approval for that. Does the state take care of that, Tony, or not? No. Because it's not, while it's there right away, not. Their only concern was that the township wasn't gonna open up a huge corridor for someone then to put up a sign, or we're just working within their right of way, that's all. And the way when the highway went through there, Monty's wound up with a very thin sliver of land that's fortunate for them is useless.
Which side of the freeway is that?
East. Yeah. So we got that done. Something else I received, long as we're talking about roads, is the company that did our mowing last year sent me a bid proposal to mow our roads this year. It's a really, really good rate, I feel. I was trying to work with the township of Corning to mow our roads. I talked with the supervisor and he come in at about $130 an hour to mow our roads. The bid that JJ Brush sent us was $75 an hour. So.
What do they mow with? What do they mow with?
8 or a 9 foot disc vine mower.
You gotta take that in comparison to, right?
Yeah. So. I don't know, I don't know what it cost us last year. I'd have to look back, but. That's just something that we should either, put this on agenda for next month. Or under old business. Go forward or.
Otherwise we get behind again and we don't get a mowed until the end of the season.
When we do our road inspection tomorrow, we gotta mark out what roads.
Correct.
Gets mowed,
Correct.
because not all of them need to get mowed,
Correct.
and they got a little confused last year.
And I was thinking about that also, that we need to get a detailed map for
Right.
that.
Well, 7,200 you spent for mowing last year.
72.
Yeah.
So it's $75 an hour. That's roughly $100. Okay. Equipment report. I don't have anything. Did you have anything? Did the board have anything? I know some of our part-time help did a little bit of work on some of our equipment for the snow plowing, but other than that, I
It was minor repairs.
minor repairs. Exactly. So,
We want that. Put on,
yes,
old business.
yes.
I did, on that for snow blades, I was searching for a cutting edge for my skid steer. The dealer wanted $1,000 and I just was not gonna do that. My wife says, "You want this?" I was gonna throw it in the garbage. I said, "What is it?" Well, here was this. I can't even tell you. It's at home, the paperwork. I called the guy up and it was $361 for a cutting edge.
Yeah.
That's ITR stuff, you know,
Right.
but.
Right.
Just throwing it out there. If you want the numbers, you know, for future.
Okay. Very good, Brad.
We get them from the county. The cheapest we could find, but.
Well, I don't, you know, you guys,
We can look around.
you can find, remember, I'm in business for myself, so
Yeah,
I
I
do
know.
some searching.
Yeah.
You know,
We can look around, Brad. Give me that.
Right.
We'll
We
put
gotta
that in
look
the
at the
file.
harvest so.
Yeah.
well, sure, yeah, you gotta take all that into consideration, but.
So do we have, so with that being done, we're good with our equipment report for this month. Old business, there was nothing. So under new business, discuss and approve a credit card for myself, for the township. If so, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve a credit card for you, for Tony Ballman, chairman.
Right.
That's not for your maintenance on your stuff.
Yeah, it is. I did.
All right, motion and seconded, all approved.
Aye.
Discuss and approve Tony Ballman to sign checks and take Mike Haas off our checkbook.
I'll make a motion to approve Tony Ballman to sign checks, so we could take Mike Haas off.
Shaking it.
Aye.
So number 3, discuss and approve the changes in zoning permit on the northeast corner of Hillside and JJ.